guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. Vegeta was very nervous because of the premonition that the Oracle had given him. It's impossible that it's Kakarot. It must have been thousands of years ago. He must have died. Vegeta-sama, are you worried? You shouldn't worry. Mr. Goku has been gone for hundreds of years, so he must be dead by now. Vegeta would say to himself, Whis doesn't know anything about what happened. We'd better go to the planet where he left Kakarot. Vegeta-sama, everything in order? That's right, Whis. You don't have to worry. I inform you that tomorrow, I'm going out to the outskirts of the universe, so don't worry about me. Don't you want me to go with you, Vegeta-sama? Vegeta at that moment would put a cold look on his face, knowing that the guardian angel should always be next to his destroyer god. I changed my mind. I'm going to go back to training like before. I find that very strange of you, Vegeta-sama, but of course, we will do it. Vegeta would start training with Whis again, like in the old days. That's right, Vegeta wanted to increase his power much more, knowing that Kakarot seemed to be alive. Meanwhile, in the dimension of the Saiyan god Yamoshi, Goku had already been able to control all that bestial power. That's right, Goku was able to master 100% of his transformation from Super Saiyan Phase 4. Master, at last, I have controlled all my power. Now I'm able to finish with Vegeta's insect, and even with any god, angel, even with the king of everything. You're right, but you must not be confident. Because in every corner of the universe, there will always be beings that break the laws of power. It's okay, Master. I'll never forget it. Goku and Yamoshi began to exchange blows throughout that dimension. That's right, the power of Goku and Yamoshi seemed to be equal. However, after a few moments, Yamoshi began to release his true power. That's right, Yamoshi had recognized Goku as a worthy warrior. Yamoshi would continue to increase his power in a surprising way, leaving Goku a little surprised, as the power of Yamoshi exceeded all the barriers of his power. So this is the true power of my master. In that case, I won't leave anything unguarded. Goku in the same way would begin to increase his power to the maximum. In that moment, Yamoshi would pass to the Ultra Instinct maximum power. While in all that place, the silhouette of a gigantic Ozaru roaring could be observed. That's right, Goku in the same way was taking his body to the limit. Goku's power is incredible. After millions of years, I'll have a battle that'll be worth it. How fun is this? Goku and Yamoshi began to fly at speeds extremely impressive, even for a king of everything. That's right, the power of both was so much that a normal god would be annihilated with the simple torsion of his fist. Both subjects would continue exchanging blows. In a moment, Yamoshi would grab Goku by his leg and begin to crash him through everything that was in front of him. That's right, Yamoshi had taken Goku like a punching bag. Goku in that instant, with a great twist, was able to give him a big kick, starting to give him a beating. After a few moments, Yamoshi would give a loud laugh. Ha ha ha! Your power's incredible, but you're not at the level of a legendary Saiyan god. Am I using all my power? Yamoshi, a little surprised and furious, would throw himself against Goku. However, Goku's words seemed to be true, since Goku would start dodging each one of his punches. Yamoshi would take some distance. I'll almost use everything I have. I'll access my legendary state. Yamoshi at that moment would begin to access the legendary Super Saiyan, which was the only transformation which allowed him to support all his bestial power. Yamoshi, without meditating, words would be launched against Goku, which to his surprise would continue dodging all his blows. However, Yamoshi, in an oversight of Goku, was able to connect a furtive blow which would make him crash into a planet. To increase your muscles so much, your punches are not as strong as I expected. Goku, at the speed of the dragon, would charge a powerful blow which would form the face of a dragon, being able to leave Yamoshi out of combat. Meanwhile, in Universe 7, Frieza was on the march to the outskirts of Universe 12, but not being a god, it would take him quite some time to arrive.
Damn it! I never thought the day would come when the Emperor of Evil would be the dog of a Super Saiyan. I cannot allow it.
Frieza was furious, since he had to go to the outskirts of Universe 12, but if he refused, Vegeta could finish with Frieza quickly. After a few weeks, Frieza would arrive at the location which Vegeta had given him, But at the moment of arriving, he had realized that there was no one on that entire planet. Frieza at that moment would communicate telepathically with Vegeta.
Vegeta-sama, on this planet there's no Goku's worm. Apparently it was released a few years ago.
Huh? This can't be happening. So Kakarot really has been able to get out of that place. I won't be staying with my arms crossed. I'll increase my power to the maximum.
Vegeta-sama, for some time now I can see that he's not the same. Is something wrong? Remember that I'm your guardian angel. I can do anything for you.
Whis, do you know the whereabouts of Kakarot?
I haven't thought about it, but let me find out. Whis at that moment would begin to look for the whereabouts of Goku. However, great to his surprise when he felt the essence that he had left. Mr. Goku's not in any of the 12 universes, neither in Paradise nor in Hell. It seems to be in a dimension totally different from ours.
I knew it. Kakarot's insect's still alive.
Why the question, Vegeta-sama?
You don't have to worry about that, Whis. All we have to do is become more powerful and agile.
Vegeta and Whis would continue training, but this time with much more dedication. Meanwhile, in the Kingdom of Everything, Zeno-sama was very excited about the Tournament of all the Destroyer Gods, for which there were only 3 days left. Daishinkan at that time would send a communicator to each of the universes.
Remember that in 3 days all the gods must present themselves in the realm of nothingness, so they'll be able to ascend to the position much higher than that of a Destroyer God.
Meanwhile, in Universe 6, Champa and Beerus were very worried since Goku had not left that dimension. That is, Goku apparently had been sealed.
Damn it! If I face Vegeta, he'll finish me quickly. I don't stand a chance against him.
Don't worry, brother. All 11 gods will face him.
Even if the 11 gods face Vegeta-sama, I doubt they'll be able to do anything, since Vegeta-sama's power surpasses even Whis.
This clarification by Vados would leave very surprised Champa and Beerus, who would lose all the hopes they had. That's right, the last 3 days had passed quickly and all the gods had arrived at the platform where the fights would take place.
Gods, welcome to the platform where only one of you will be victorious. Begin!
At that moment, all 11 gods quickly launched themselves against Vegeta, who was not surprised since Vegeta knew that he dethroned Beerus. He would know would be something like this. Vegeta at that moment, with his Ultra Ego state, was able to face each of the gods, starting to have a very even battle. Meanwhile, in the Forbidden Dimension, Yamoshi had already awakened after a great battle they had had.
So after 2 weeks you've woken up. I'm sorry, I think I overdid it.
Don't worry. With this I know you must train much more. Now you have finished your training, you're worthy to be my successor.
I thank you very much. Now I'm leaving this place.
Goku at that moment with a great speed began to cross multiverses and other timelines until he arrived again to the planet of the god of Universe 6, Champa.
Well, the Tournament of the Gods has begun. I can feel the ki of Vegeta up to this distance. Today will be the day of your death.
Goku at that moment would disappear, his ki completely, and would appear in the realm of nothingness. However, Goku had totally controlled his ki that was able to disappear completely, not being perceived by Daishinkan or the Guardians of Zeno-sama. Goku was watching the great battle that Vegeta was having against the 11 remaining gods.
I'm tired of playing with you simple scum. You're nothing.
I swear I'll avenge you for taking the place of my cursed brother. At that moment, Vegeta with a great blow was able to knock Champa out of combat. That's right, the power of Vegeta at that moment had exploded. The other gods were a little afraid and didn't know whether to attack or not. However, Vegeta at that moment would give some blows to all the gods. However, the blows that had connected were in critical places of their energy veins. That is, the flow of ki of each god began to decrease rapidly.
That's all. They don't have the power to face a super god destroyer.
We're not done yet. We plan to finish you off in the name of Beerus.
I don't know why the hell you had so much fear and respect for that stupid cat. I was able to defeat him without even trying hard.
Beerus, who was in the stands next to the Lord, furious, would stand in front of Vegeta. Daishinkan at that moment was going to eliminate him, however Zeno-sama would stop him.
By order of the King of Everything, the old god Beerus will face Vegeta, the new god.
Beerus, without saying a single word, would rush against Vegeta, who put everyone together to surprise out as much more power than all the gods put together.
Apparently you've been training. That's not enough.
I know it's not enough, but with Goku's power, you're nothing.
Vegeta, at that moment, would be furious and give him a powerful blow, which would make him spit blood. The blow had been so strong that it would leave him out of combat. Daishinkan at that moment was going to give the winner of the Tournament of the Gods, but at that moment a voice which Vegeta would recognize quickly would resound through the place. Daishinkan-sama, please, let me fight with Vegeta, but let it be a battle to the death.
Those aren't the rules, but let me consult with Zeno-sama.
At that moment when Vegeta had observed Goku, a shiver ran through his body.
The King of Everything has accepted the match, so you may begin whenever you wish.
Goku at that moment would throw an energy sphere to Vegeta, making him recover all his power.
I hope you're ready, because I plan to crush you with all your power.
Damn insect, I won't let you finish and destroy everything I've achieved.
Vegeta at that moment would launch himself at a great speed. However, despite Goku only using the Ultra Instinct, he was able to dodge each of Vegeta's blows, even counteracting, leaving Vegeta a little hurt. Vegeta at that moment would take some distance.
What the hell? My Ultra Ego must be able to disintegrate him every time I make contact with his body. This can't be happening.
The Ultra Ego and even the Hawkeye is not capable of destroying a power greater than that of its carrier.
Don't say stupid things. I'll finish with you, you damn worm.
I want to see if you can do it. You're nothing compared to me. You're absolutely nothing.
Vegeta, furious again, would give him a rain of blows. All over the place you could see lightning, energy spheres. That's right, the clash of his fists destroyed everything around him. The battle was so amazing that even Daishinkan had been surprised by the power that Son Goku gave off.
Son Goku's power is as great as that of a supreme angel, or even greater. What has he done in all the time he's been missing?
This is not all my power, Vegeta. Now I'll show you the power that no matter how hard you try, you'll never be able to reach.
Goku at that moment began to increase his power in an amazing way. So much was his power that even made everything around him rumble. That's right, Goku had accessed the most powerful transformation, making even Daishinkan fall to his knees.
Since you left me abandoned on that planet, you sealed your fate. So now, die!
Damn Kakarot, you're the worst scum of the entire Saiyan race.
Well, the worst scum will finish you, so say goodbye.
Goku at that moment would create the Dragon Punch. However, there was something different since the dragon that could be seen was a black dragon with brown. That is, the dragon was all the negative energy of Goku's body. When the dragon made contact with the body of Vegeta, hundreds of rays began to cross his body. That is, Goku had reduced Vegeta to simple atoms.
The winner of this tournament is Lord Goku.
Some of the gods approached Goku to begin to explain everything that had happened 1,000 years ago and how Vegeta had sealed him on the planet.
Friend Goku, having the power beyond the King of Everything, wouldn't you like to be the protector of all the universes?
Of course I'd love to. I plan to put an end to the evil in each of the universes.
Zeno-sama at that moment would begin to form a pentagram. That's right, the promotion to a super god destroyer was taking place.
From now on, I'll help every race in the universe.
A pleasure to be at your service, Goku-sama.
My first order as a god is that Beerus returns to be the destroyer god of Universe 7.
So Beerus had regained his position after 1,000 years. All the gods went to their universes while Goku began to take care of each one of the 12 universes. Goku had proclaimed as the new Super Destroyer God one more year after this event. Goku had gathered the Super Dragon Balls with the intention of reviving all his friends and family, since Goku was the protector of the 12 universes. He had the freedom to travel through all of them, and in the same way he would return to planet Earth, finding the only two survivors, which were Piccolo and Master Roshi. When Piccolo saw him, he had been very surprised by the essence that Goku emanated.
Goku, is it really you? It's been over 1,000 years since you left.
That's right, Piccolo, it's me, and I have so much to tell you, but I want to revive all our friends, since I haven't been able to tell you everything that had happened to me.
Of course, I have the Dragon Balls right here.
At that moment, Goku would invoke Shenron.
The beings that have gathered the 7 Dragon Balls, tell me, what are your wishes? I can fulfill 3 wishes, as many as you want.
I wish that the Z Warriors would come back to life with the exception of Saiyan Vegeta.
I understand. It is a very easy wish to fulfill, since the only powerful being was the guy named Vegeta.
At that moment, Shenron's eyes would shine, appearing all the Z warriors. However, Goku would not observe Chi-Chi anywhere, implying that only the warriors had revived. As a second wish, I want you to revive my wife Chi-Chi and my son Gohan's wife. Again, the eyes of Shenron would shine.
I have fulfilled your second wish. Now tell me, what is your last wish?
From now, I don't wish for anything else, Shenron. Thank you very much. At that moment, all the spheres would have dispersed throughout the planet Earth. All the warriors had appeared in the temple of Kami-sama, being very surprised. However, at that moment, Goten, which still looked young because the Saiyans always kept their youth by the battles, would rush over to his father, giving him a big hug.
Father, hundreds of years without seeing you. Why did you abandon us?
Goku at that moment would begin to explain to all the warriors that he never abandoned them. It was Vegeta, who he considered as his best friend and great rival, who betrayed him. Everyone was surprised, even Bulma.
I can't believe that Vegeta did that to you. This is unforgettable. I never want to see him again. That won't be a problem, Bulma, since I finished with Vegeta's life without leaving a trace.
Everyone was shocked, but they didn't give it any importance. Meanwhile, on Beerus's planet, hey Whis, since Son Goku became the Supreme God, there are no warriors to make a mess in the universe.
That's right, Mr. Beerus, and Goku-sama always trains, so I doubt that a being more powerful than him will appear.
That's not to be doubted, since Goku-sama could finish them off quickly.
But, Mr. Beerus, I'm surprised that after hundreds of years, he would resume his training. What has happened to him?
Believe it or not, Whis, all those 1,000 years, I've been training with my brother Champa and the Angel Vados.
Well, I find this very interesting, but apparently you want to continue training. Excuse me for asking, but why would you want to become more powerful?
If Goku-sama, being a Saiyan and being classified as a low-class warrior, has been able to become a super destroyer god, of course I don't want to be so far behind his power.
I understand, Mr. Beerus. What you want to is to compare yourself to the power of Goku-sama. That'd be very complicated, but not impossible. So I hope you're prepared, because the difficulty of this training will be 100 times more difficult.
That's what I've been looking for. I'm ready, Whis. At that moment, both began to have a great battle. That's right, as Whis had surpassed his limits as an ordinary god destroyer, he was on par with the power of an angel, and the only method of training was the battles to the death, so that the body would adapt to the danger. It was very risky training for both, since blows of both God Beerus and his angel Whis were amazing, being so much that they even fought for all the space, causing some collisions. Without destroying any planet with living beings, in a moment of the battle, both took a little distance. Apparently, what you have told me is true. Now I can believe that whatever you've been training for 1,000 years, since before that, you were never able to resemble my power. And you seem to have become much more powerful, but that won't stop me. I have to increase my power level much more. Meanwhile, on planet Earth, Goku had already finished explaining everything that had happened and would give the news that he was the Supreme Destroyer God. Everyone would congratulate him. However, at that moment, Chi-Chi would appear in front of Goku.
Goku, that means that after so many years, we'll be family again, like before. Of course we will, but you must understand that now he has to be the protector of the 12 universes, so it'll be a little more complicated. I don't care about that. I've always been waiting for this moment, my Goku, and you're finally back.
Goku at that moment would feel the intense battle that both deities of his universe were having.
Well, friends, as in this year, I've dedicated myself to exterminate the most evil beings in the 12 universes. I'll be able to come on some occasions, but I'm now retiring. Don't forget to keep training.
At that moment, Goku would disappear from that place, and again, all the other Z warriors began with great training. Returning with the battle of Beerus and Whis, both were a little wounded, but they were only superficial wounds since their level of battle would continue to intact.
Mr. Beerus, your power has increased in an amazing way. I can't believe it, but it's time to put an end to this battle.
Whis at the moment would increase his power to the max, leaving Beerus surprised, who believes that Whis was already using all his power.
You have left me surprised, Whis. Your power is abominable, but don't believe that this is still all my power. Divine body of God Destroyer!
At that moment that Beerus activated that state, Whis would be very surprised.
since the divine body was a supreme god level technique which only the ancient gods eliminated by Zeno-sama were able to activate. This technique increased 100 times more the power of attack, speed, and senses. It was similar to an empowering transformation. Whis would not have time to be surprised anymore, since Beerus at that moment, as if he was a complete beast, would take Whis by his hair and start to destroy planets and stars with Whis's body. At that moment, Whis would give him a strong blow, sending him flying. "You are a guardian angel. I know you won't die with this, Whis, but I will use everything against you. Atomic Ball! Destroyer Ball!" Beerus would instantly create a giant sphere of massive destruction, which could be seen throughout the Universe 7. Even Goku, who was on some neighboring planets, was able to notice such bestial power. "That's power of Beerus's. He's trained too much since the last time I saw him. All his power doesn't compare at all." Beerus at that instant would throw such a tremendous attack. However, Whis was, with the help of his baculum, would be able to create an attack quickly, and both began to collide. But being different energies, one angelic and one destructive, the clash of their attacks did not last too long and would explode. Destroying Sword! At that moment, a great sphere of energy would cover all the body of Whis, making such a bestial attack would not be able to hurt him so much. At that moment, both would begin again to exchange blows. The battle was so brutal that even the greatest priest was observing everything.
Well, well. It seems that the Lord Vegeta took away his position as the Destroyer God. Beerus has been training very hard.
Both warriors at that moment would head at an astonishing speed against each other. However, both their fists collapse. Goku would appear in the middle of both of them, stopping their fists with little difficulty, and would be astonished. "I'm the Supreme Destroyer God, and the blow from both of them were able to hurt me a bit." "But if it's Goku-sama, tell us, what happened?" "Beerus, you should know to treat me like this. You've always been friends, so keep treating me normally." "Wow, but Mr. Goku hasn't changed at all. The only thing that stands out is his incredible power. It seems he has increased it again." "Thanks, Whis. I came here because the battle you were having was capable of endangering the whole Universe 7. "I understand, Goku. We're sorry. It won't happen again. Next time we'll train somewhere else. With the power of the Whis baculum, you can go into the training dimension. In that place you can fight without holding back." "Excellent idea. Thank you very much for the idea. We had forgotten about it." Whis and Beerus at that moment would both return to their planet. However, in a corner of the whole Universe 7, the evil Emperor Frieza was still alive and was doing a great training, but he had also the intention of reviving the ancient god of Universe 7, Vegeta. "That miserable monkey! He won't be able to finish us all off! Just wait a few years and we'll finish you off!" Frieza would continue with his great training to be able to finish with Goku. However, he had to train with a moderate power because if Goku felt his power, he'd be able to finish him easily. Meanwhile, in the Kingdom of Everything, Daishinkan was very proud of the new Supreme God of Destruction.
Lord Goku is the best candidate for Supreme God. His power is incredible. Only I am able to face him, and even then I wouldn't be sure of winning.
Goku again began to travel through each of the 12 universes. In Universe 8, he'd find a strange dimension gap which emanated incredible negative power. "What the hell is this? The power it emanates is amazing." Goku, when approaching, would be surprised by an extremely powerful blow, sending him crashing to a planet. At that time, Goku would recover from the blow, would stand up a little sore. "Ouch! It hurt me too much. The power was capable of destroying an entire galaxy." From inside the dimensional rift, a voice would resound.
Well, well. You were the first to withstand a blow from me. The blow I gave you had the power to destroy 2 universes together.
Goku at that moment would be very surprised. "Who the hell are you?" At that moment, a guy would come out of the portal, leaving Goku a little surprised since the guy had a Saiyan aspect.
I'm a Saiyan, just like you, but I come from another timeline, or even another multiverse.
"If you come from another multiverse or timeline, what are you supposed to do in this place? Among all the kings of everything, it's forbidden to travel between multiverses or timelines."
You're so funny. Isn't it obvious? I finished with all the divine beings of my multiverse since I had no one to fight with. I decided to go to another multiverse.
Damn, you have so much power to end the life of an entire king?
You can't imagine the power I possess.
Goku at that moment would access the Ultra Instinct. Since his battle with Vegeta, the transformation he used the most was the Super Saiyan God. However, the warrior who was in front of him had an incredible power.
So, the Ultra Instinct. That'll not be enough to face me.
Zykor at that moment began to give him some strong blows, which Goku, in spite of being with the Ultra Instinct, was not able to dodge them all. That is, for every 46 blows that Goku dodged, Zykor was able to connect 243 blows. That is, the speed was even abominable. At that moment, the power of both subjects was triggered, being able to feel for all the universes. Frieza in this time had gathered the Super Dragon Balls, but did not find the right time to feel all that pressure would invoke Shenron. With an alphabet which Vegeta had given him a few years before his death, at that time a great dragon would appear throughout the universe 6 and 7.
Tell me, what is your wish?
I wish that you bring to life the ancient destroyer god, Vegeta-sama.
That is an easy wish to fulfill.
In that instant, Zama's eyes would glow, making Vegeta appear in front of Frieza. However, he would still feel the pressure of those powers.
What the hell? Whose powers are these?
I don't know, Vegeta-sama, but one of them's Goku's monkey.
Vegeta would be upset to know that Goku had surpassed him again. Going back to the battle, Zykor was giving Goku a beating. However, at that moment, Goku was able to distance himself.
You're an amazing guy. With you, I'll have to use my Berserker mode.
If you plan to use more power, then I'll use more power, since the first one you made me use 26% of all my power.
At that same instant, all the universes began to shake in an incredible way, because two warriors of great powers were increasing their power. At that moment, in which both warriors were releasing a great part of their power, planets were affected, since Goku, when raising his power, tried not to cause havoc for the universes so that these are not affected. On the contrary, Zykor did not care about the life of living beings. At the moment, Goku would access the Super Saiyan Phase 3 combined with the Ultra Instinct. Goku at that moment would be launched at lightning speed, connected a big hit all over Zykor's face. But Goku at that moment would feel what he had never felt. That's right, Goku felt fear, terror, excitement, adrenaline, since his blood only been able to turn a little of Zykor's face.
Ha ha ha! Is that all the power you have? Don't make me laugh. I'll finish you off quickly and without having to exert myself.
Zykor at that moment would begin to give him a rain of blows. But unlike last time, now Goku was able to dodge each of his blows. That's right, his senses had increased in an amazing way, but his power was still not enough. While Goku exchanged blows, he would say to himself, "Damn it! I don't want to access my Berserker mode. In that state, I'm not able to master all my power and I always destroy some planets." Goku and Zykor would continue exchanging multiple blows for each of the 12 universes. Meanwhile, in a faraway place from the 12 universes, Vegeta and Frieza were on a planet.
I thank you for reviving me, Frieza. From now on, our revenge begins. We'll finish with Kakarot by any means necessary.
Of course we will, Vegeta-sama, but the power of that damned monkey is amazing.
Don't worry about that, Frieza. We'll have much more potential, and with your help, Kakarot's insect won't be able to do anything.
Vegeta at that moment would throw a sphere of energy of the purple color with some rays. At that moment of touching the planet where they were, no ki was able to leave that place.
This barrier has the ability that no matter how much we increase our power, will not be felt on the outside, so we can train without any concern.
I have wanted to train with my maximum power for years.
Frieza at that moment would begin to access his most powerful transformation, which was Black Frieza. At that moment, even the Prince of the Saiyans, Vegeta, would be very surprised to feel all the incredible power of Frieza.
What the hell? Frieza, you didn't have all this incredible power.
Frieza at that moment, he finished his transformation. He would stand in front of Vegeta.
I have been training my base state, but that is not as efficient as training in your most powerful mode.
But the power you've achieved is amazing, so you'll be a great training partner. I hope you're ready.
Vegeta at that instant would accede to the Ultra Ego, and without meditating words would begin to exchange blows with Frieza. However, the power of his blows seemed even this angered Vegeta, who, before dying, was considered the most powerful god and even feared by others. Meanwhile, returning to the battle of Goku and Zykor, both seemed to be even. However, the few hits that Goku was able to connect had no effect on Zykor, while the 4 hits that Zykor had given him made him feel immense pain.
Apparently with 26% of all my power, I'm not able to hit you. But how about this?
Zykor at that moment had increased his speed in an amazing way. That's right, Zykor had increased his power to 40%, being able to overcome the reaction speed of the Ultra Instinct, giving him a few good blows to Goku, who felt the most agonizing pain. Zykor with a kick would send Goku flying to the ground, making him return to his base state.
Damn, I never thought a Saiyan would put me in this condition. I must use my Berserker state. You have a great opponent, but you don't have the power to face me.
Zykor at that moment would fly towards Goku at an astonishing speed. However, in all of Universe 8, an Ozaru face would appear and a loud roar would make him retreat.
What the hell's going on? What is all that power?
Goku would raise his power to the max. That's right, at that moment Goku had accessed his Berserker mode, or better known as Super Saiyan Phase 4. Zykor would be very surprised by the color of his fur, as he had a very similar transformation but with silver fur, implying that he dominated the Ultra Instinct.
What transformation's this? The power you emanate's incredible. The only thing you should know is that this transformation, I'm not able to control my power, so be ready.
Goku at that moment would be much more incredible speed, which would connect a blow, but this time, that blow would send him flying thousands of meters, causing him to crash into some trees and a few mountains. But this blow had caused him great damage.
Maldito! That blow had caused me pain that I've never felt before. I swear I'll finish you off.
Meanwhile, in the realm of everything, Daishinkan would feel an anomaly in the universes, and at the moment of observing the Universe 8, he would be very astonished.
But this power is amazing, and Son Goku's facing it. The power of that warrior even surpasses mine with ease.
At that moment, one of the Guardians of Zeno-sama would stand next to Daishinkan, and he would feel chills as he went to the power of Zykor.
The power of that guy is amazing. Not even we would be able to fight him, and Son Goku's doing it. The future of the 12 universes is in his hands.
Goku and Zykor at that moment began to exchange blows, but this time both generated abysmal power, because both power of them was supreme. However, Zykor at that time was one who was furious because in this point of view, a simple Saiyan was cornering him.
Negative mythic dragon!
A large dragon of a dark color was heading towards the blow.
If you want to dodge it, but be prepared for the annihilation of 8 universes. I wasn't planning to dodge it. Heavenly Dragon hit!
A white dragon began to collide with Zykor's dragon. However, Goku's attack turned out to be much more powerful, destroying Zykor's dragon. However, Zykor at that moment increased his power to the maximum and would access a transformation that would leave Goku astonished, since with his simple aura he was able to disintegrate his attack.
You're an amazing guy. Your power is incredible, but now I'll use 100% of all my power.
Zykor at that moment was able to give him a strong blow, but Goku, without lagging behind, having him so close, would give him a great blow in the same way.
How the hell are you able to hit me? I've activated the Ultra Instinct. I tell you the same thing you told me. My power exceeds your reaction speed, so neither of us is at a disadvantage. Both warriors began to exchange blow at an amazing speed. Meanwhile, returning to Vegeta, both had finished their fighting, being Vegeta the winner with great difficulty. I have an idea. Let's train in the time room.
But isn't that on planet Earth?
That's right, but we could go to that place connected to other dimensions. The only thing we need is to be close to planet Earth.
And now with those guys are unleashing all their power, it's the perfect opportunity.
That's right, so it's time to do it.
Vegeta and Frieza would head to Universe 7 at a great speed with the intention of having better results in their training. At the moment of arriving in Universe 7, Vegeta and Frieza increased their power to the max, being able to unite different dimensions, and at the moment they would observe one of a white color.
That white one is the Room of Time.
Both warriors have been able to reach the Room of Time, in which they began their difficult training. Meanwhile, in the Kingdom of Everything, Daishinkan was very worried because if Goku would defeat, no one would be able to cope with that guy.
Son Goku, only you could do something against that guy, so we trust you.
Goku and Zykor would continue in a very even battle. However, the outcome was not at all to Goku's liking since his power began to diminish with the time that had the battle. The opposite was Zykor, which had only decreased a little. At that moment, a powerful attack in the form of Fire Dragon was formed, and Goku, with an overwhelming speed, was able to dodge it and give a blow to Zykor, but this time, he was surprised to realize how Zykor stopped his blow. That gigantic power is like a flame that burns at its maximum splendor for a few moments. Now your power is beginning to diminish. Damn it! I'm not able to defeat him. Who the hell is this guy? The power he possesses is overwhelming. Meanwhile, in Yamoshi's dimension, he was observing everything that had happened, being a little annoyed since Yamoshi didn't know about Zykor's existence. That damn worm. He was able to enter the multiverse of which I was once the king of all. That's right, millions of years ago, Yamoshi was the king of everything and had defeated Zykor in a friendly battle between multiverse. Returning to the battlefield, Goku and Zykor would continue with a very even battle. However, this time Goku was being slaughtered. At one point in the battle, Zykor would take him by one of his legs and begin to crash him with everything in front of him. And when he let go, he would throw a large sphere of energy. A large explosion would be seen all around and a badly wounded Goku. Damn it! That bastard has amazing power! Wow, I realize you can't go on anymore. You better end your pathetic life right this instant. Zykor at that moment would begin to create a giant sphere of massive destruction. Throwing it without thinking twice, all the universes would shake in terror and would invade them all, since all the divine beings were to observe such a brutal battle. Don't think I'll lose! Goku at that moment took his body to the limit. With a strong blow, he would make the attack split into hundreds of energies, but Goku, with a roar of a beast, was able to send all those attacks flying through space. I realize that you're a tough guy to kill, but that won't be enough for you. Zykor at that moment would again pounce against Goku. However, Goku, not having a battle of that level for hundreds of years, his body was adapting a new level, that is, everything in him was running with more strength. Even the blows that Zykor gave him were not able to damage him as before. What the hell's happening to him? Goku at that moment would give an incredible scream, making all 12 universes rumble. The power he was releasing was amazing. At that moment, a loud rumble would be felt and a huge explosion would be created all over the place, even opening dimensional cracks. Wait, transformation! No! I won't let you reach it! Zykor would launch himself towards Goku at a surprising speed. However, a great roar would make him retreat. That's right, the power that Goku was releasing was abominable. At that moment, you would be able to observe Goku with the same transformation that Zykor, that's right, had mastered the Super Saiyan 4 with Ultra Instinct, but the energy drain was unbelievable. So all this power is mine, but I don't think I can last more than 2 minutes with transformation, so I'll end your life now. Don't think it'll be so easy for you. At that moment, both warriors launched one against the other at an amazing speed. After 30 seconds of battle in which both had received the most lethal attacks of their opponents, both charged their last attack. However, at that precise moment, Goku would run out of time. Being sent to fly to a badly wounded planet, he has even lost one of his arms, and Zykor, without any energy, even a god was able to annihilate him. Never thought I'd meet such a powerful being. I'll come back and finish you all off. Zykor would return to the portal and disappear completely. Meanwhile, at that moment, Beerus and Whis, which were the closest beings to Goku, would quickly go to where Goku was, taking him with them. Whis was trying to heal Goku's wounds, was impossible because the power of his damage far exceeded his level. Mr. Beerus, I'm not able to recover Goku. At that moment, Goku would open his eyes. Don't worry, Whis. I can heal myself. Thanks for picking me up. Goku at that moment would access the Super Saiyan God, with which he would begin to regenerate all of his cells by joining his arm, and the cells would do the same. This is the power of the Super Saiyan God. Likewise, Goku would once again be unconscious and out of combat, since the damage received internally was incredible. Goku should definitely be considered the most powerful Supreme God.
He even has the ability to regenerate himself.
Meanwhile, with Yamoshi, he was furious knowing that Zykor has returned and had left his disciple in such terrible condition. Yamoshi, furious, will begin to increase all his power. What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.